I'm Ray and my business is Healthy New You. I'm a lifestyle and nutritional coach. So I moved from Essex up to Ellesmere Port in Cheshire in November. I had to go to the job centre because obviously relocating. They referred me to Seetec Pluss and the Restart programme to help me find work, although I had recently qualified in nutrition during lockdown. I'd gained quite a lot of certificates with nutrition together with being a qualified chef, and I really wanted to do something with that. So I met Anthony, a self-employment advisor, and he set me up with different ways of progressing my dream, as it were, in being a nutritional coach. Anthony gave me quite a lot of support. He gave me membership with the Federation of Small Businesses, which opened doors for certainly legal stuff when setting up self-employment, things that I hadn't really thought of, such as data protection, and also a chance to network with other businesses around Cheshire. As well as that, he set me up with the Chamber of Commerce, which was very helpful. We meet every month. It's a start-up club. I managed to get a grant from West Cheshire and Chester Council, which the Chamber managed to sort of secure for me. That actually funded my website, which was a huge cost when setting up a business. And a lady that's in the Startup Club, she actually designed the website. So it was all like in-house. My time with Restart is actually quite valuable to me. I think relocating is always a big hurdle, and then starting something else is also another hurdle. So having that regular contact with the people of Seetec and Anthony means that I feel sort of anchored in my life, and it's quite good for my mental health, really, to have that one-to-one. As well as that, there's always questions and always ideas that I need to have regular contact with, and to be able to know that I can pick up the phone, drop an email, or just call in, and just so that it gives me a bit of clarity on what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. So this isn't my first time of being self-employed. Back down in Essex, probably about 15 years ago, I started my own domestic cleaning business, which was totally different to this, in the respect that I was able to pick up cleaning jobs for friends or family, who then recommended me to their friends and family. So therefore there was no advertising needed whatsoever. And no time to think about it. I just literally registered with HMRC to be self-employed, and by the first month I was actually earning quite a nice amount of money. I had to sadly give that up in order to be a carer for a partner at the time who sadly had a progressive illness. He was unable to eat due to pancreatic problems, which turned him into having diabetes type 1 and losing the enzymes which absorb the food and the nutrients into your body. So we worked with a dietitian at the hospital and the diabetic team. He always said then that I really understood exactly what was needed to manage his diabetes, and certainly the way the foods that he needs to eat. And I think he also said maybe you ought to get into nutrition, because that came naturally to me. So I give people the tools to enable them to change their lifestyle. In the same way with the Restart scheme, they gave me the tools to help me make my own business and grow that the way that I want it to become. So I would recommend the Restart scheme through Seetec Pluss for anyone that is looking to become self-employed to start a business. The support that you could get really means that you can turn your dream and your qualifications into an existing business. When I started my journey, I was feeling very confused. I was feeling quite anxious and lonely because of the move, and unsure about my future. Now I feel so much more positive and confident. I believe in myself. I must have undervalued myself, which I kind of have a habit of doing anyway in my personal life. And Seetec, and particularly Anthony, has always encouraged me and has sort of reminded me, do you realise what you have just done? You've done X, Y and Z, which means A, B and C can now happen because of that. And I am very appreciative for Anthony supporting on a personal level, but for Seetec as well, for being behind me and for seeing that I have something that is worth pursuing, actually, and yeah, giving me that support, and I'm really, really grateful.